This video should be throughways and turnpikes and toll whatever. So I get why I-80 and I-90 are not considered while they're the Indiana toll road, even though they're shorter than other roads like 69, which go through the heart of Indiana, and like maybe 65 too. So 69 is better. And the reason is because they go through the city of Indianapolis, and throughways are meant to avoid cities. And that's also why I-40 likely isn't a turnpike in Tennessee. It goes through Memphis, Nashville, and Knoxville. Though, to be honest, Knoxville probably could have slid. As for Missouri, Interstate 70 suffers the same problem of it going through Kansas City and St. Louis. Both cities with over 300,000 people. And, you know, Kansas, it doesn't have that problem. Though it does end at Kansas City, Kansas, at that line for whatever reason. Interstate 57 could probably be an Illinois turnpike, assuming that it ends at the Chicago city line, and the other end is the Interstate 57 bridge going into Missouri. See, Interstate 57 is the longest road in the state of Illinois. It spends very little time in Missouri, tons in Illinois. Tons. And I believe at around 362 miles in Illinois, which is nearly 600 kilometers. You know, like, it would be the perfect turnpike. It goes from Cairo to Chicago. And also, it's recommended to take 55 and then take exit 66 onto 57 when going from Memphis, Tennessee to Chicago, Illinois, because 57 is a bypass of St. Louis. It travels the entire route is the distance from Skyton, Missouri to Chicago. 55 also goes to Chicago and Skyton, but it actually spends 214 miles in Indiana, whereas he only driving Missouri, whereas for this one you're only driving 66. And even though you're spending 362 miles, it's 293 in Illinois combined, it's over 430 miles. That is like, it has to be over 700 kilometers. Maybe not. Oh my god, I touched a leaf. I think it's around 700 kilometers. Oh my god, I'm an idiot because I touched a leaf, which I'm not supposed to do. Whenever they have face problems, you are not seeing, you are not looking at them. Okay? I'm an idiot. Well, good thing we have our dusty chopstick. Interstate 55, meanwhile, goes through St. Louis, but if you want to get straight from Memphis to Chicago, it's recommended 55 to 57. Then again, there are other ways. Like, Memphis actually connects to a lot of cities. Like, on I-40, you could connect to Oklahoma City on one end. Well, most people actually go into Little Rock. Oklahoma City on one end and Nashville on the other. Whereas for Interstate 55, one end is St. Louis, the other end is, well, it's Sign Jackson, Mississippi. There isn't really another city on the other end. Interstate 69 in the future will be expanded to Houston, although I don't know what signs signalize to, and north to Indianapolis. Well, this was a good video, and I'll see you next time. Oh wait, no, you're probably still wondering, though, are there other ones? 91 would be a good Vermont turnpike. I mean, if you really want a Maryland turnpike, I'd say 95 to 695 to 70. So this way it would begin at the Pennsylvania border and end at the Delaware border. Well, see, here's the thing. I mean, theoretically, you could do it another way, but 95 only spends around 2 hours of driving time within the state of Maryland, going from Elkton, Maryland, at the border to Washington, D.C. So it will go from Delaware to D.C. and basically Virginia, because that's kind of ends at the tri-point. The thing is, though, is the fact that that's not enough. And, like, considering that and the thing is, though, is that 70, you can only drive for an hour and a half in the state of Maryland. Yes, that's true. But combined, it's like an hour and a half, plus, like, maybe an additional 15 minutes. Putting that all in, you get nearly 3 hours of driving time. Like you could have a really long turnpike. You could also do 83 and then go to the other side of 95, going from Pennsylvania to the DC Virginia tri-point. That, however, I would not recommend. Yeah. Virginia could be 64 to 95. I don't really